I'm Guy Trainin.
And I'm Kimberly Ingram-Beck.
And this is CS4NE, and today we are talking about CodeHS. So recently, we both went to two conferences, to EASTI and CSTA, and you met with some of the providers of different curriculum for computer science. So tell me a little bit about the meeting with CodeHS just before we actually listen to a piece of the interview.
Yeah. So it's a free software. They have free and paid versions. I have used it only in the free capacity. But they have recently been working with Sean Young and NDE to create a course that aligns perfectly with the new standards for our course.
So they are, like many other providers, very responsive to the needs. They listen to teachers and they improve their products working with teachers, but they also listen to the needs in different states and really tailor their product to that state, which is great because it is actually rare for a state like Nebraska to get that kind of an attention for any curriculum company. So I applaud that. Okay, let's go to the interview.
Yeah. All right. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about you and about your organization.
Yeah, so I'm Steve Gardner. I'm the Chief Revenue Officer for CodeHS. CodeHS is one of the leading providers of K-12 computer science curriculum and resources. We have a full K-12 curriculum. As we move into middle high school, we have over 150 courses.
Wow.
We support multiple pathways, including traditional programming and like Python and JavaScript, data security, cybersecurity, game design, web design, AI, machine learning, lots of great curriculum.
What are the unique benefits of your curriculum?
I think just the breadth and depth of what we have, the ability to actually take somebody literally from kindergarten and get them out through AP or capstone computer science in multiple pathways of interest is a real strength of our company.
Absolutely. Do you have any Nebraska standards aligned curriculum?
We do. We actually developed, with the new high school requirement, we developed a Nebraska Introduction to Computer Science course that's 100% aligned to the state standards. And that's now available for schools to use and access.
Wonderful. Are you currently working with anyone in Nebraska?
We have many schools and districts in the state that are using CodeHS. Recently, the Omaha Public Schools adopted CodeHS for middle high school for every school in the district as one example.
Wonderful. And what is the cost structure to use your curriculum?
Yeah, so we have a free version. So the courses that I mentioned, any teacher can go create an account and start teaching using our Nebraska course or any of the other ones that I mentioned. And we also have a pro version, and our pricing is on a per teacher model. And you can reach out to us and we'd be happy. You can actually go online. If you've just got 10 or 20 kids, you can get a quote right on our platform at codehs.com.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was a great interview. And now, just to add some information, you've been teaching with CodeHS.
Yeah.
I haven't. So if you can show me a little bit about what does it look like and what can you do inside CodeHS, that would be great.
Absolutely. So here I have pulled up the Nebraska course. And so here we have different units that you can see.
Yeah.
So it starts off with some cybersecurity activities. The way it will look, I'm currently on the student side, but they're going to open up a lesson. They have reading to do. Sometimes they'll usually have videos, like a little interactive video. They have some free responses for students to kind of think through where they're getting asked questions. Here we have a connection and more free response. And so here we actually have the video down here. That's not usually how they're set up.
Yeah.
And then a couple more free responses. So there's...
And when you look at a piece like you just showed, how long does it take you to get through a unit like that with students?
Yeah.
Because it looks like a lot, but it could also be things that take 2-3 minutes.
Absolutely. So we have 45-minute class periods in Gretna, and so we can usually get through 2 a day pretty easily. So like 1.1 and 1.2. Some of them do take a little bit longer, especially when we get to the coding challenges. Sometimes they'll just take a little bit longer to do. But generally, I'd say we do about 1 or 2 a day. There's also great things that you can do to kind of extend and review the lesson as well.
So can you show me? So the first one was about cybersecurity. The second one is about?
It's cryptography.
Ooh.
So I really enjoy teaching my students about encryption and doing different types of encryption within.
And this is not about cryptocurrencies, right?
It is not about cryptocurrencies.
That's important to know.
It is. The kids are going to want to know that too. The next one is system administration and just kind of teaching about computer systems. Because some kids maybe only ever use whatever type of system they have in the school. And if your school only has one system, then they only learn that one system.
So when you go into, can you open a lesson? I don't know. Yeah. Can students jump and go straight to the fourth activity, or do they have to do it sequentially?
Excellent question. So there's actually going to be, after these have been attempted, the circle will fill in with a color. Yellow means the lesson has been attempted but not completed. And green means the student has attempted and completed the lesson. So it will show up on the teacher's view and the student's view that it's yellow and that it is incomplete.
Yeah.
So they could skip, but it'll be incomplete.
So show us, let's look at an assignment just to get a sense of what it looks like.
So here's an example of the quiz. There's only one attempt. I use these as just a check for understanding and what the students did. I don't actually grade it based on the number of correct answers, just to gauge as to where they are.
To get them thinking and to make sure that they have some concepts and they're thinking through the problem. And that's very common, and that is you using that to encourage kids to think and not just to wait for the answer. They have to exercise some just kind of logic skills and whatever they know to help them think through, and that activity actually helps, right? So
Absolutely.
They're not passive learners, they're actually active in it.
Yeah. Then we have a little bit talking about the different operating systems here. So this is kind of what it looks like.
Oh, great. So there's examples of code, and then there's questions about that, and work that happens in the background to help them realize what's going on. So that's great. What do you think is really excellent about CodeHS?
In my opinion, it's the amount of different courses that they have. So sometimes students will be real go-getters and they'll just kind of fly through the course material. And so they have, I don't remember the number, but a significant number of courses that you can also assign to students. So they have like app development and game development that you can assign students that they're always interested in.
So you can assign courses to students individually, regardless of what class you're exactly teaching. So it could be a little bit more open-ended. And if you've got advanced students that move through fast, you can just give them more. And that's also a way, I think, to entice and motivate other students. If you get through this, there's more.
Absolutely.
And you can learn more and do some more exciting things. So that's one. So if you were telling students and teachers and parents why choose CodeHS, what would you tell them?
The courses that we offer in Gretna, it just kind of aligned. We were able to use multiple curriculum that they have to fit multiple classes of ours.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. And we'll see you next time on CS4NE.